Okay guys, so in this video we are going to cover how the private function actually works, or how to make something private. Alright, let's have a look here. So the way that it was going to work was that if you have a function and you give it an object and a property name for that on that object, or something that a key name on that object, we should expect that when we try to get that value, we are going to get back undefined, but if we inspect it, the value should still be inside of it for whatever reason. Alright, the way that I solved this was to use a proxy. Now, a proxy is basically just think of it as a wrapper around a data structure or something like for example, an object. And what you can do is that you can give the proxy a second input, which is basically just a handler that has different lifecycle events. And what's cool about this is that there are a few. You can do get and set are probably the most useful ones, and there you can look up the documentations. There are several more methods. And what's cool about them is that they represent when somebody's trying to interact with the first parameter. So if somebody's for get, for example, so what get does is that it's gonna run when you do this. Basically, when you do .foo, it's going to run this function, this method beforehand, before even the evaluation is actually happening. And target is going to be, in this scenario, the object that is in question. Target in this scenario is data. So what's going to happen now is that I'm going to get at least two parameters, and I only care about the first two. So I'm going to get the object, and I'm going to get the name of the property that I'm trying to index in. So if I try to grab foo, that property, this is going to be foo, a string that is going to say foo. If I try to get bar, it's going to be bar, and so forth and so forth. And all I'm doing now is that I'm checking if the property that we are trying to get is equal to that private property that I have declared up here. And if it is, if it's that private property that people are not supposed to be able to touch from the outside, I return undefined. Otherwise, I return the value. And that's basically it. That's how I can keep my internal property here still on the object, but make sure that nobody outside can actually access that property by simply using a proxy. Have a great day.